Turning to the United States, the deadly shooting of an African-American teen in the city next door to Ferguson, Missouri, is touching off clashes between demonstrators and police. But this time, the teen is caught on camera aiming a gun at the officer. CCTV Sean Callebs joins us from our newsroom with an update now. Sean.
Mike, thanks very much. City officials in the town of Berkeley are going to great lengths the day after the fatal shooting to say there are no similarities between what happened in their town and other controversial killings of African-American young men at the hands of police. Authorities say a surveillance tape shows the teen aiming a 9mm pistol at the officer. But despite the call for calm in the hours after the killing of 18-year-old were met by loud, tense protests near the site of the shooting. A crowd of between 200 and 300 gathered near a gas station where 18-year-old Antonio Martin was shot and killed. While tense, the crowd was mostly peaceful. One officer was apparently hit with a brick. 4 people were arrested. Berkeley is 80% black, and a number of officers and city leaders are African American there. The shooting happened after police were called to a service station to investigate a case of larceny around 11:15 in the evening. City officials released this surveillance video from the scene. They say the dashboard camera was not operating on the police car because the officer did not turn on his emergency lights. Now, about a minute into the confrontation between the officer and 2 young men, the video shows what appears to be 18-year-old Martin raising the gun at the officer, who countered by firing 3 shots.
This is a tragedy for everybody, and our hearts certainly go out to the family of the decedent's family. But bad choices were made. You know, we didn't have the opportunity. This individual could have complied with the officer. He could have ran away. He could have dropped the gun. All sorts of things couldn't happen. It didn't have to end with him approaching the officer with an arm extended and a 9mm pistol in his hand.
The officer who was involved in the shooting is white, and in keeping with standard police practice, he has been placed on administrative leave. Berkeley is just a few miles from Ferguson, Missouri, where the shooting death over the summer of an unarmed black teen by a white officer ignited tension and protests that at times turned violent.